Today on Public Eye News, NMU students dance for a good cause and Marquette Figure Skating Club hosts ice show.
Brady Hinshaw will have our latest weather forecast and Jillian Wormlinger will be back for sports. Hi, I'm Mason Wallace.
And I'm Jillian Wormlinger, and this is Public Eye News. The 2019 Zumbathon kicked off last night on Northern Michigan University's campus. Students and community members filled the Vanderbilt Arena to dance for good cause. Marquette Ending Hunger and NMU Recreation Sports paired together to put on this free event where participants were encouraged to bring non-perishable food items to donate. They also took part in a giant Zumba class taught by Zumba instructor Mark Chevy. Abby Carey is a junior at NMU and is one of the students who helped put together the dance party. The event lasted from 8 to 9:30 p.m. and all the food collected will be donated to local pantries. And the Marquette Figure Skating Club is hosting an ice show Friday and Saturday, April 26th and 27th, called Melody on Ice Around the World at the Berry Event Center in Marquette. The show features performers of all ages as well as music from around the world. There will also be a guest skater from Minneapolis who has competed nationally. The ice show director, Kay Poole, says she's excited for the community to see how hard the skaters have worked to prepare for the show. For more information on the Marquette Figure Skating Club and the show, go check out their Facebook page.
After a water leak went unnoticed, one Ishpeming family is currently facing more than $18,000 on their water bill. Ashley Cody received the bill for $18,709, and she says she was never alerted to the extremely high water usage due to the city of Ishpeming not reading meters for 2 months. Cody is now trying to get a catastrophic water loss ordinance in the city to protect water consumers in the future if something similar were to happen. Ishpeming City Manager Mark Sloan commented on the issue saying, quote, "We have a draft policy circulating through the City Council that will be on the May 8th agenda. If it gets approved, it should resolve the issue," end quote. Sloan also added that the city reads water meters once a month, but when meters are blocked by snow, sometimes the city makes an estimate. And the Marquette Lions Club celebrates 100 years of community service at their upcoming convention. Lions from all over the UP, the Upper Midwest, and Canada will be in Marquette this weekend to help the Lions kick off their 100 years of service, said club president Gretchen Preston. The original club was founded back in 1917, 2 years before the Marquette Lions formed, and has now since grown into the largest community-based organization in the world.
Summer is on its way, and Tourist Park in Marquette is getting ready for their seasonal cleanup. Though park employees clean up any trash or debris left by the melting snow every year, this year there was some concern when a large amount of broken glass was found on the far end. Park managers say they feel this was the result of careless campers rather than any intentional act of vandalism. Regardless, park workers are excited to get the park ready for the upcoming season. And the Michigan Department of Transportation approved a $756,136 no-interest loan from the Michigan State Infrastructure Bank this week to help fund repair of flood-damaged streets in the city of Hancock. At its meeting on Tuesday, the loan was approved by the State Administrative Board. The city of Hancock was among the areas of Houghton County, along with Menominee and Gogebic counties, that declared a state of disaster by former Governor Rick Snyder in June of 2018. The city will receive the funds on a 5-year no-interest term. The loan is expected to be repaid from the city's general fund. The loan will assist the city in meeting their 20% match for Federal Highway Administration funds used to repair flood-damaged streets. And stay tuned. After this break, we'll be back with your national and international news.
I've been around the world, but there's one place I keep coming back to. This week on UTR, it's our first ever Do-Gooder special, where we revisit some of our favorite philanthropists. We'll show you a league that's a miracle, people that are making reading a reality, and a basket full of food for hungry kids. We'll even show you why Fido truly is man's best friend. This isn't under the radar. You just gotta see.
Tonight at 9:30, Friday at 5 p.m., and Saturday night at 10:30.
Almost no chicks have been hatched at Antarctica's second biggest breeding ground for emperor penguins in the past 3 years, and this year isn't looking any better. Usually 15,000 to 24,000 pairs of emperor penguins flock to the site at Halley Bay, which makes up 8% of the world's population. Scientists are blaming the sharp decline on climate and weather conditions that break apart the ice where the penguins breed. The nearby Dawson-Lambton breeding area grew from just over 11,000 pairs in 2017 to 14,000 pairs in 2018. This increase still does not make up for the decrease at Halley Bay, and the world population of emperor penguins is expected to fall by 19% by the year 2100. And President Trump is testing the ability of Congress to conduct oversight on a president. He's fighting multiple House efforts by House Democrats to interview current and former administration officials, see his tax returns, and obtain financial documents. CBS's Natalie Brand is at Washington with more.
Well, the subpoena is ridiculous.
President Trump is stonewalling Democratic efforts to investigate him.
Look, these aren't like impartial people.
He's vowing to defy subpoenas issued by House Democrats.
I say it's enough. Get back to infrastructure, get back to cutting taxes, get back to lowering drug prices.
The White House is trying to block at least 3 top officials from cooperating with lawmakers on issues including security clearances, the 2020 census, and the Mueller report.
After 2 years, we'd be finished with it.
In the wake of the Mueller report, Democrats are divided over impeachment. Some say they should focus right now on their oversight duties.
The role of dictator.
House Oversight Chairman Elijah Cummings accuses the president of a, quote, massive, unprecedented, and growing pattern of obstruction.
It's impossible to make the president accountable if we cannot have access to information.
The president has also sued Cummings to keep his financial records a secret. And Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Today, environmental activists who have disrupted the British capital for 10 days blocked the main entrance to the London Stock Exchange. Small groups of demonstrators also climbed on top of a train at Canary Wharf Station in East London's financial business district and blocked the road outside investment bank Goldman Sachs. They focused on the city's financial centers on their final day of nonviolent protests. The group Extinction Rebellion said it was targeting the financial services industry for funding climate and ecological destruction. The demonstrators were removed by police and taken away in vans. And we end tonight on a remarkable roll. James Holzhauer is the fastest player in Jeopardy history to win more than $1 million. Don Dollar explains how he's running the board and breaking the bank.
All of the chips, please.
All of it.
In the world of game shows, James Holzhauer has no equal.
What is Stand By Your Man? What is Sarah Lawrence? What is Moorish?
Moorish is right.
Last week, the 34-year-old Vegas resident broke Jeopardy's single-day record when he won over $131,000 and now holds the 6th highest one-day totals.
Daily double.
During his 14-day win streak, he's averaging $75,000 a victory,
All in.
significantly higher than the $20,000 per day average.
Architecture 1,000. We will rock you 1,000. Mercury 1,000.
The way Holzhauer wages is aggressive. The professional sports gambler uses a method known as the forest bounce, jumping around from category to category, looking for daily doubles while keeping his opponents off balance. He is also known for betting big.
You're going to add 50,000.
He picks wagers that have personal meaning, such as when he won $110,914 in honor of his daughter's November 9th, 2014 birthday. Holzhauer had 497 correct answers compared to just 18 incorrect ones, nailing 13 of 14 Final Jeopardy clues. He has a quick thumb, too. First on the buzzer, 57% of the time.
James.
Was Harding.
Yes.
Home run.
And for you Jeopardy fans, try this clue. $2.5 million. Answer, what are the record winnings James Holzhauer is shooting for? Don Daler, CBS News, New York.
All right.
After this break, we'll have your weather and sports. Stay with us.
On Masterpiece.
Now you're to be a good girl. This kind lady and gentleman will look after you for a while.
He has turned the fortunes of our town around.
If you work well, you can prosper here.
The new chief of police is here to see you.
Monsieur le Maire, my name is Javert. I've identified a dangerous criminal.
They're asking for money for medicine.
Oh my God.
What are you selling, dear?
Les Miserables on Masterpiece.
Tonight at 10 on Public TV 13.
And welcome back. I am your weatherman, Brady Hinshaw, and behind me on this beautiful NMU campus is some blue skies, some clouds, and green grass showing from those April showers we had this morning. But looking at our current conditions, we have cloudy skies with a temperature of 53 degrees, winds out of the north at 7 miles an hour, barometric pressure at 29.79 and rising. And looking at tonight, we have some partly cloudy skies with a low of 41 degrees, winds out the west-southwest at 10 miles an hour. Looking at tomorrow, we also have some more partly cloudy skies with a high of 46 and winds out of the northwest at 23 miles an hour. Looking at the UP, we have 51 degrees and cloudy in Sault Ste. Marie, mostly cloudy and 49 in Manistee, 54 and mostly cloudy in Escanaba. Looking at our western half, we have 54 and rain in Menominee, 63 and mostly cloudy in Iron Mountain, 60 and sunny in Ironwood, 60 and mostly cloudy in Houghton, and back in beautiful Marquette, it is 53 and cloudy. Saturday, we have a high of 38 with a low of 31 and cloudy. Sunday, we have a high of 46 and a low of 35 and partly cloudy. And Monday, we have a high of 44 and a low of 35 and showers. Well, Jillian, those temperatures are cooling off, but I hear you have a heated story out of our beautiful Marquette.
That's right, Brady. High school teams hit the track recently. 7 Upper Peninsula high school track and field teams took to the Superior Dome for the annual Division I Dome meet on Tuesday afternoon. Marquette claimed both team titles, with the Redmen accumulating 127 points and the Redettes earning 120 points. Following Marquette on the boys' side were Westwood with 107, Iron Mountain 54, Negaunee 48, Calumet 47, Houghton 42, and Kingsford 6. Marquette's 1600 team finished with a time at 3 minutes and 46.89 seconds, while Westwood was right behind at 3 minutes and 48.75 seconds. The Patriots claimed the 800-meter relay with a time of 1 minute and 40.40 seconds, edging out Calumet by a hair, who clocked in at 1 minute and 40.43 seconds. And heading over to baseball, Negaunee held off of a late rally in the first game and romped through the second game of a doubleheader sweep against Iron Mountain on Wednesday. The Miners edged the Mountaineers 4-3 in the first game and won 13-5 in the nightcap. The Mountaineers loaded the bases in the bottom of the 6th in the first game, but Negaunee escaped with a strikeout. In the second game, the Mountaineers were held to just 3 hits as Negaunee blew the doors open with an 8-run fourth. And the second round of the NBA playoffs got a little more crowded on Tuesday night as the Toronto Raptors, Philadelphia 76ers, and Portland Trailblazers all punched their tickets to the conference semifinals. Wednesday evening, the Houston Rockets joined the others in the postseason's second round. The 4th-seeded Rockets unfinished off the number 4 Utah Jazz 193 in Game 5 to win their first round series. They'll advance to face the winner of the Golden State Warriors Los Angeles Clippers series, which is one of 2 first-round series still going. Well, Mason, there's a lot of changes happening in basketball, but I hear you have a change with a movie.
Yeah, Julian, we're heading down to Tennessee for this one. A movie theater in Tennessee, directly across from a church and elementary school, is promoting the latest movie in the Hellboy franchise as Heckboy. The theater has caused quite the local buzz with the $50 million movie, which grossed $19.8 million in its first 2 weeks. The theater manager said they are trying to avoid advertisement containing words that can be considered profanity, and she's glad the play on words has incited some laughs. And that's all the time we have today on Public Eye News, but join us again tomorrow. Thanks for watching.
The preceding program was produced in studios located in the Edgar L. Hardin Learning Resources Center by WNMU-TV, Northern Michigan University Public Television.